Kyle?
Apo.
Okay, so 33 plus 1 ako, 34, walang absent. Okay, so just a matter of review, isasama ko lang kasi nakita-kita ko medyo ilang items ang binigay sa board exam ng problem solving, no? Doon sa IB solution. Kasi meron tayo sa IB solution din. We'll study a bit of that in your fluid and electrolytes, in your IV therapy, dosages and solutions. Okay. I'll give you a problem. Try to solve them on your seats there. And we'll try and we'll review. Okay, I'll give you a problem. Try to solve them. Okay. The doctor's order. D5LR 1 liter to run in 8 hours. Question. How many macro drops per minute shall we use? Okay, remember this. When you try to solve this problem, always look, okay, at your drip rate. Okay. Now, if the drip rate is not given, kasi they will give you sometimes 16 drops per minute, okay? Sometimes they will give you, tawag dito, 20 drops per minute. Sometimes they'll give you 22 drops per minute. Okay, so the drop per minute is given. Pero sometimes, they will not give you the number of drops. Ibig sabihin, pag wala yun, ang standard is 15 drops, big drops, macro, repeat, 15 big drops or 15 macro drops per minute. Okay, 15 yun ha, pag malalaki per minute, 15 lang, 15. Okay, so may I repeat the problem given. Give D5L or 1 liter to run in 8 hours. Question, how many macro drops per minute shall you regulate the infusion? Go ahead. Solve. Shaina, okay na? What is your answer, Shaina?
Sir, hindi
Shaina,
pa po ako tapos.
okay, sige, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Apo.
Sir, pwede po pa ulit po ng tanong?
D5 normal cell M to run at 20 20 ba? Tanong sa klase mo ang galing mo, 20 o
22
22?
po.
O 22 macro drops a minute o hours to consume. Aaron, tapos ka na?
Yes po, sir.
What's your answer, Aaron?
11 po.
Aaron, anong answer mo? May hinaan ako na
11.36 po.
So 11.36, which means 11 hours and 36 minutes.
Yes po.
Huh? Okay, what about Meryl? Salvador?
Sir, nagko-compute pa po. Wait lang.
Ganda ng litrato mo dito, Aaron, no? Ikaw ba yan? Aaron, ikaw
Yes
ba yan?
po, sir. Anong ano pa po yan, sir, nung level, bago po ako mag-level 2, dati pa po yung picture na yan.
Ibig mo sabihin, mas gumawa po ka pa ngayon?
Ngayon po, sir, may na po yung hair.
Ah, okay.
Sir,
Yes, sino po sila?
Meryl,
Yes, Meryl.
pinapa-try lang daw po kay Torres. Kung ano daw po, 6 hours daw, 6 hours po yung sagot.
Anak, hindi ko masyado marinig.
Try lang po. Pinapasabi lang kay ni Loren po.
Napasabi ni Lauren na ano,
Yung sagot po is 6 hours.
hindi ko marinig.
Sir, 6 hours po yung sagot.
6 hours kay Ambalat ay 11.3. What about Wilsel Camagos?
Okay lang po, sir. 8 hours po yung nakuha ko po.
What is your answer?
8 hours po yung nakuha ko po.
8 hours. So, tinan mo, practicality, anak. Paano kung naging 8 hours ang sagot mo? We will, tawag dito. We will use the formula after. I'll ask two students more. Princess, ano sagot mo, anak? Balati ko.
Yes po, sir.
Ano ngayon?
Rinig niyo po ako,
Sagot
sir.
mo. Ano sagot mo, anak?
Ano po, 4 hours po yung nakuha ko pong sagot.
4 hours ang nakuha nyo. So, iba-iba tayo. 4, 6, isang 8, isang 11.3. O, isang-isa na lang. Kayla, ano sagot mo, anak?
11 po. 11.36 din po.
11.36 din. Okay. First, we'll go to the formula. So, ang problema natin, hahanapin natin yung drops per minute. Okay? Now, ito yung formula. Write it down. Number of drops per minute is equal to victory S as in volume of the solution times the drop factor, DF. Drop factor. Ulitin ko, ha? Ang hinahanap natin ay number of drops per minute. The formula is the volume of solution times the drop factor. Getting? Sagot, Rivera, getting?
Yes, sir.
All over. The number of hours times 60. all over the number of hours times 60. Getching. Any question? Walang question. Ako na lang magtatanong. Question number 1. Ms. Suganov, is the DF given? Sagot.
Yes po, sir.
What is the DF?
Draft factor po.
What is the given DF?
Sir, hindi po given yung drop factor.
Ha?
Hindi po given yung drop factor.
Diba sinabi ko na nga sa inyo kanina yon, pag hindi given ang draft factor, pag macro drops, eh yun ilan? 15. Therefore, 1 ml is equivalent to 15 big drops per minute. Sabi ko kanina yun eh. Ngayon, kung binigay naman ang draft factor, 20, 22, 24, 18. Depende yan sa brand name. Depende yan sa manufacturer. So, if the draft factor is not given, titingnan mo kung macro drop or micro drop. Eh dito, ang draft factor natin given a macro drop. Therefore, your DF is how many? 15.
15.
Next question. Yung sa denominator, yung 16. What does 60 stand for? Miss, ano ba ito? Arqueola o Agisola? Jerry. Jelly. Ay, sumagot eh. Absent ba si Jelly?
Nasa meet naman po siya.
Nasa mid pero hindi sumasagot.
Sir, minutes po.
Minutes. 60 minutes per hour. Ganun ba yun? O seconds per minute?
Seconds po pala. Ay, tama ba? Wait lang, sir.
Check again, ha? Okay, andyan na yung formula. Again, using that formula naman kung hour. Ang hinanap natin kanina, drops. Pag hour, ito naman ang formula. The number of hour is equal to the number of drops per minute times 15. All over the number of drops per minute. Tama ba? Hour, number of drops, volume of solution, okay? Time is 15. VS times the drop factor all over the number of hours time is 60. Nalilito tuloy ako. Number of hours, may repeat that. Number of hours ang hinahanap natin is equal to VS times DF all over the number of drops per minute times 60. Go ahead. Using that formula, solve the problem. Go ahead. Bilis ng konti, anak. Bilis ng konti. 11:45 na.
Sir,
Yes.
ano daw po yung problem?
Andiyan na binigay ko na yung problem sa inyo, anak, ha?
Formula po yung binigay niya, sir.
The number of, di ba kanina binigay ko na yung problem? Normosol M. Yung first problem natin, D5 LRI. Yung second problem, D5 Normosol M. Now, most of you have arrived at different answer. Kaya binigay ko yung formula. Now, using the same problem of Normosol M, use the second formula. Wherein, hinahanap natin yung number of hours to consume. Go ahead. Bilis ng konti. Para meron pa tayong 1 oras mag-proceed doon sa mga ibang topic. Mea Patrice.
Sir,
Tapos ka na, anak?
di pa po.
Okay. Ano ba ang basa to sa apelyido mo, anak?
Busa po, sir.
Blowa ba to? Blowa?
No, sir po. B-U-S-E po yan. Busa po.
Ah, okay. B-U-S-A. Miss Busa. Okay. Kasi ang liliit yung sumulat eh. Hindi ko mabasa. Miss Montemayor, tapos na anak? Mga 3 o 4 lang, tapos we will proceed to the answer. Tingnan natin kung pare-pareho. And then I will teach you how you shorten at, how you will shorten that. Pagka micro, as in micro, jutay, maliit, small. Pag micro, okay, sa board exam, maliit na M ang gamit ng micro, ha. Sa board exam, pag malaki naman, malaki yung letter M. Ibig sabihin ng big drops. Yun ang Q nyo, Q. Pagka micro, okay, yung ibig sabihin, 4 times. 4 times the big drops. Example, kung big drops, halimbawa, 32, i-convert mo yun sa micro, times 4 mo. Therefore, kung 30 sa micro, yun ay 120. May read that. Kung ang number of drops mo ay 30 sa macro, sa micro times 4, that is 120 converted to small drops. Tandaan niyo yan. Very much principle yan, ha? Remember that. Lahat tayo, puro dito, macro. Yes, Miss Charlotte. Charlotte, you raise your hand.
Hello po.
Anak, did you
Napindot
raise
ko lang po pero yung sagot ko po 11.36.
11.36. Okay. 11.36 means hours yun, ano?
Yes po.
11.36 hours. Okay. Miss Oliveros, sagot mo, anak.
Parehas lang din po, sir. 11.
Parehas, 11.36. Prado Joanne, ano sagot mo, anak?
Same lang po, sir.
Puro
11
same-
hours and
puro
36
same ng
minutes
same,
po.
ha? Okay. So, in other words, the correct answer is 11.36 or 11.3. Are there any other answer? Wala. Kung wala, tama yung sagot. Therefore, we will try to shorten that. Kasi nga, as I was telling you, dapat yung tanong, sasagutin nyo within 1 minute in every questions in the board exam. Now, this is one statement that you shall remember dalhin nyo sa board exam. Para hindi na maubos yung 1 minute nyo, magagamit sa ibang questions. Okay. Remember this. D5LR to run in 8 hours is equal to 31 to 32 macro drops per minute. Okay, put that in your mind, in your coconut bank. Finish? Nailagay nyo na dyan sa utak? Shaina, nalagay mo na sa utak mo?
Yes po.
Okay. I will ask a question now to everybody. If suppose an IV fluid, okay, is to run in 16 hours macro drop, okay, 16 hours macro drop using the standard, okay, ilang oras natin, ilang macro drops natin ibibigay sa pasyente yon. I will repeat the question now using the standard D5LR to run at, okay, or to run in 16 hours. Ang tanong ko ngayon, drops. How many big drops will you regulate your fluid? Without solving, ano sagot? Kayla? Ano sagot mo, Iha?
Sir, sorry po. Pwede po pa-repeat ulit ng question. Hindi ko po nakuha.
LR 1 liter to run in 16 hours. Question, big drops per minute. Ilan? Without solving. Yung isa 8, 31 to 32. Ngayon 16 hours, ilang drops? The answer is ano?
15 to 16 po.
To run in, ilan yan? To run in, yun, nawawala na ako. To run in, ano ba yung problem? Nawala tuloy ako.
16 hours.
1 liter to run in 6 hours. Therefore, pinabagal natin. Kung 8 hours, 31 to 32. Kung 8 hours, ito 16 hours. O dapat, mas mabagal, di ba? Kung 16 hours, so ang bibigay mo sa pasyente is 15 to 16. So your fluid will last for 16 hours. O another question, LR to run in 4 hours. How many big drops will you give using the standard formula? LR 1 liter to run in 4 hours. Ang dami ha. Of course, this is a hypothetical question. O ilang big drops mo ibibigay? Dapat bibilisan mo kasi maiksi yung oras. O ilan?
62 po.
O mga ganon. That's very correct. Okay na yun ha. Yun lang una yung gagamitin nyo yung standard formula. Okay. Now, mag-11 na. We will proceed with the next topic na. I wish to review also you. Siguro ay tatanungin ko na lang kayo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng problem ngayon. Tapos yung question, yung sagot nyo ay isi-send nyo na lang sa akin. Pero I will ask one of you to send me the answer at random. Meaning to say, you solve it at home. Maybe one day o mamaya I will call you, send me the answer para alam kong inaral-aral mo ng konti. Here is the problem. Give chloromycetin. Write it down. Give chloromycetin 1 gram now. Then 750 milligram slow IV every 8 hours. Okay na yun, ha? I repeat the problem. Give chloromycin 1 gram now, then 750 milligram IV slow every 8 hours. The stock is 1 gram to be diluted in 10 ml D5W. Nakuha nyo? Lloyd, nakuha mo yung problem?
Yes po, sir. Nasulat ko po.
Okay, very good. Try to practice them and solve them at home. I will ask and call you later on tonight or maybe tomorrow or whatever. Okay? Now, ang tanong dyan, ang tanong ko, okay, how many ml is the loading dose? Number 2 question. How many ml is the subsequent dose? Ang ibig sabihin ng subsequent, ilan, okay? ml ang ibibigay mo sa pasyente after you have finished your loading dose. Klaro? Third and last question. Pakisulat din, anak, ha? How many ml have you given? Puro ml lang muna tanong ko. How many ml have you given if the drug is to be given for 8 doses, including the loading dose? I repeat that, yung third and last question. How many total ml shall you give to your patient every 8 for 8 doses, including the loading dose? Getting? Miss Maro, getting? Miss Maro. Nakuha mo yung problem? Wilsel, nakuha mo yung problem? Wilsel?
Yes po, sir.
Okay then, mamaya tatanungin kita kasi lagi kita nakikita dito sa Facebook. At saka kayong lahat, biglang mabibigla na lang kayo, tatanungin ko kayo. Please write the problem. Ang tanong ko, what is the answer to problem number 1, problem 2, and then problem number 3. Gano'n na? O sige, kung wala namang masyadong question, we'll proceed to the next topic, which is chickenpox. Okay? Nakashare na ba ako? Nakashare na ba ako, anak? Kita na dyan ako? Wala eh.
Yes po.
O sige, let's proceed now to the next topic. Okay, so chickenpox. We'll go to the chickenpox now. So as an overview, so your chickenpox is a highly contagious disease caused by the varicella zoster virus. Now, it is one of the most commonly contracted, okay, one of the most commonly contracted childhood diseases. In fact, in my childhood, inihahanda na namin yung sarili namin na magkakaroon kami ng bulutong tubig or during the summer vacation, kasi especially in the tropical areas like the Philippines, which is near the equator, varicella zoster or chickenpox becomes an epidemic, no? Para bang obligado ka na magkakaroon yan pagka bakasyon ng mga bata. And of course, other diseases. Pero yan, chickenpox, culebra, shingles, your heifer, zoster, magkaroon ka niyan. Okay? So, incidentally, this is usually mild, not life-threatening to otherwise healthy patients. Siyempre, iba na usapan pag ikaw ay sakitin o kaya there is a comorbid or coexisting disease wherein you are affected with chickenpox, and to include those patients which immune system are either suppressed, okay, or immune systems that are compromised, okay. Now, in infants, it is potentially severe. Okay? Whereas in adults, magkakaroon ka lang yan, in most cases, you have an impaired immune system. And to add to that, karamihan yan ay takot na takot pagka nagkabulutong tubig pag sila ay adult na. Why? Because usually the scab that is formed result into complication. In many cases, yung iniiwang bakas ng inyong bulutong tubig, malalim, nagpipeklat. Meron nga kaming kasama niyan sa Oman ang ganda-gandang nurse. Bata pa. Ang ganda niya, dangan niligaw na Arabo dun . Kaya lang, dun siya inaabot ng chickenpox, iyak siya ng iyak. Why? After the infection of the chickenpox is over, ayun, nagkabutas-butas yung kanyang skin kasi nga nagkaroon ng complication. Kasi nga, that is the first time he has been or she has been or she have had chickenpox infection. Okay? Now, infection causes long-term immunity. Okay, long-term. In fact, I can say that when you have had this chickenpox, chances are it shall provide you with a lifelong immunity. Why? Because in most cases, secondary infections arising from, this infection are very rare. Okay. Okay, so the history, so and so, not much of the importance. Kaya lang kasi, again, during my childhood, smallpox is a dreaded disease. In fact, travelers, kaya you are a well-traveled person, lalo na continent to continent, di ba? Country to country, lalo na yung mga Western countries, they are very strict with regards migration. In fact, you cannot enter the United States kung wala kang smallpox vaccine clearance from the Department of Health. Now, incidentally, we are very lucky because we have conquered smallpox to this day. Bihira na nagkakaroon dito sa atin ng smallpox. At saka yung chickenpox. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, nung panahon namin, halos lahat kami, sabay-sabay kami nagkakaroon ng chickenpox. Hawahan ng hawahan. Kasi hindi pa uso cellphone nun . Naglalaro kami sa kalye. Kaya kung meron na nagkaroon ng isang chickenpox, lahat-lahat na kami magkakalaro, hawa-hawa na yan. Because we are saying, now your chickenpox is one of the most contagious diseases known to man, to include these measles also. Okay. So, this has been totally eradicated long back. Okay. So, what are the signs and symptoms of this chickenpox? That is about 2 weeks after exposure, you have your fever, you have your easy fatigability, loss of appetite, headache, and an itchy rash. Okay. Now, an itchy rash means, at first it will be an erythema. So there will be redness. And then after that, there will now be what? Eruptions of the skin. The itchy rash and the initial rash grows big, and then eventually it shall contain and will become a vesicle. Now, when you say a vesicle, it contains a fluid inside, as if comparable to a blister. Yung para ka bang napaso, nalaglagan ka ng maliit na baga, etc., etc. That is a vesicle. That is a blister. Especially if the content of the skin lesion is colorless fluid. Okay? Now, meron pagkakataon na yung laman niyan ay magkakaroon ng parang kulay yellowish. Okay. Lalo na para magiging yellow. These are indicative of complication, as if abscess formation have occurred. Yan. Now, if that will be the case, magkakaroon ka ng ganitong klase. Pagkagaling yan, paghupa ng mga vesicle mo, magkakaroon ka ng mga scabs. Yan. And the potential to be having scar formation there. Okay. So, what is the characteristic distribution and appearance of these vesicles? Okay. So, it starts out a little red spots on the chest. Take note of the distribution. We are saying this in total contrast and in differentiation with measles. Now, in measles, the appearance of your rashes, okay, first appear, just to tell you, on the forehead and at the back of the ears. Kung tawagin natin yan, Stimson signs. Pero, pagka bulutong tubig, iba. Okay? The rashes appears generally on the trunk. Okay? And includes the chest, the stomach, and or the back before it spread onto the face. Ang tawag natin dyan ay centripetal, maririnig nyo sa board exam yan centripetal distribution. In contrast with centrifugal distribution. Now, the cue there is centripetal, parang bulaklak, as in bubuka ang bulaklak, bubuka ang bulakling. O, di ba? Pag bumuka yung petal na bulaklak, siyempre pag ganun niya. Magmula rito sa trunk, ang kalat na niya sa face, sa extremities, etc., etc. Pag centrifugal, okay, ang ibig sabihin nun, from outside, halimbawa, from the head, from the extremities, before it will proceed to the trunk or the body. Now you can differentiate the appearance and distribution of rashes in differentiation with centrifugal and centripetal rash or lesion distribution. Okay? So,
Sir, excuse me po. Sir, hindi
yes,
po ulit gumagalaw yung slide niyo. Nasa first part po ulit tayo.
nasa na ako, number 4.
Opo, yung nakapresent po nasa slide 1 pa din po.
Nasa 1 pa rin ako. Wala naman kayong kopya niyan.
Meron naman po.
Meron kang kopya niyan, di ba anak? Sagot. Di ba meron kang kopya niyan?
Meron po.
O doon na lang anak, gamitin mo para sabay tayo. Oo, sige, number 4. Okay. Kasi pag ginamit mo anak yung frame, you can hear me also. Am I right? Hindi ko alam eh. Tama ba yung sinabi ko? If you use your PowerPoint, okay, screen, maririnig mo pa rin ako, magkakaintindihan pa rin tayo. Am I correct? Walang sagot.
Yes po.
Okay, so we are now in number 4. Slide number 4. Okay. So little red spots, okay, onto the chest, and then to the back, okay, stomach, before it finally spreads into the face and onto the extremities, okay. Now, infected patient may only get a few spots. A large cluster or develop hundreds of spots during the first 3 to 5 days of the skin rash. Meaning to say, cluster, pwedeng cluster yon, o kaya it may be tawag dito spread onto the body by some few spots before finally they will appear as cluster of vesicles. Pang magugrupo-grupo sila. Pero sa karaniwan, nag-uumpisa yon sa isang butlig lamang, and then finally yung mga butlig magsasama-sama, okay? During the first 3 to 5 days of the rash, okay? And these spots, this lesion, will turn into clear, fluid-filled blisters and eventually turn into scabs 2 to 4 days thereafter. Yan, yung scabs na yan, okay? Now, talking about being contagious, kailan sila mas nakakahawa, okay? Now, so 1 to 2 days before the appearance of the rashes and until all the blisters have formed crusts or scabs. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin, mas nakakaawa yung infektado ng inyong chickenpox. Okay? 1 to 2 days before the appearance of the rashes. Sir, ano magiging sign ko? Wala pang ang rash. O ayun, fever, tiredness, loss of appetite, okay? Feeling sick, and then headache, and then itchy rash. Even without the vesicles that has to be appearing later, no? Okay. So that is the period of being contagious or communicable. Okay, so number 5, the mode of transmission. Okay. So, sabi nga natin kanina, your chickenpox as well as your measles is one of the best known transmissible diseases. So, the incubation period is 14 to 16. Average is 20 to 21 days. Okay. Now, dito sa atin by practice lalo na no sa mga school boys, school girls, kung meron ka man, tinamahan ka na, malaki ka na, okay? Now, hindi na natin pinapapasok yan, lalo pagka may nakita na tayong butlig-butlig sa katawan niya. Why? Yung communicability, highly contagious. Ano ba yan? Ibig sabihin yan ay through what? Droplet infection yan, okay? Pwede mo ring mahinga. Lalong-lalo na, direct contact. Ano yung direct contact? Nahipo mo yung liquid coming out from the vesicles. Pinisa ng ganon, nahipo mo, napisa by accident, nahawakan mo, you can have your chickenpox, okay? So how to be transmitted from person to person? Direct contact with fluid from the blisters that have ruptured. Ano pa? Contact with secretion from the respiratory tract, and therefore they are also present in the mucus coming from the lungs, and also respiratory secretion that may come from the parotid glands. Pwede rin, no? O kaya nahawakan mo, no? Yung infected person's clothing, o kaya yung bedding. O, yan yun. Kasi pag inigaan mo, didikit yan usually. Pag higaan yan, nakadikit doon sa unan, o kaya doon sa punda, o kaya doon sa kumot. Okay? Ano pa? It can also be transmitted through airborne, which is cough or sneeze of an infected person. Okay? O, touching or breathing of the virus in particles from infected surfaces, especially with chickenpox, blister. Okay? So, susceptibility is universal, which means to say, it does not consider gender. Kasi hodang lalaki ka, bakla ka, binabae ka, o tomboy ka, lahat are vulnerable to infection when exposed. Okay? So, as we have told you later, tropical area, including the Philippines. Pag sinabi mo kasing tropics, alam mo, pag sinabing tropics, ibig sabihin, yung mapuno, yan. Tropical area yan. Ano pa yung mga tropical area na sinasabi natin? Pag tropical area, usually many places cannot be penetrated by the sun kasi nga yung mga dahon, yung mga sanga na nakakover sa forest system natin. Tropical area ang tawag nun in general. Okay. Next, slide number 6. Okay. So, not common in otherwise healthy people. Okay. Now, whereas those people at risk, okay, alam na natin yung mga risk factor, di ba? Ano yan? Yung mga immunocompromised, ano yan? Yung mga comorbid, etc., are, okay, at risk, okay, especially with complications when they are affected, to include infants, adolescents, and those adults. So, ano ba ito? Infants and adults. Ano ba ito? Oh, it pertains to immunity. It pertains to resistance. Ha? Oh, yun. Pag adolescents naman, it refers to activity. Ano yan? Social animal ang adolescent eh. Social animal yan. Ano yan? Magalaw, mahilig sa pasyal-pasyal, party-party, barka-barkada. O kaya, merong risk to be exposed. Okay. What about pregnant women? Okay. Low immunity, okay, because of fetal varicella syndrome, okay. Number of birth defects, especially the first 20 weeks of pregnancy, as in skin scars, eye problem, poor growth, underdevelopment of an arm or leg, microcephaly, or delayed development or intellectual disability. We are saying if you are pregnant tapos bigla kang tinamaan o kaya exposed to, okay, ang mangyayari sa inyo ay magkakaroon ka ng, ano yan, transplacental transfer of infection that may develop into what? Birth defects, okay? Especially during the developmental month, that is the first trimester of pregnancy. Kasi pag sinabi nating first trimester of pregnancy, first 3 months yan. Now, in this first 3 months, growth and development, okay, morphologic development, ayan, yung nabubuo yung mata, nabubuo yung tenga, nabubuo yung bladder, intestines, etc., etc. Yan ang period of development. Sabi rito, first 20 weeks of pregnancy, especially in the period of growth and development during the first 3 months of pregnancy. Ayan. Ito mo rito, kasama yung intellectual disability. Kaya ikaw, pag nagbubuntis ka, ingat. Lalo sa mga infection ng ganyan. Kasi, hindi ka nag-ingat. Pag wala kang swerte, magkaroon ka ng anak. No? That will become a burden for your entire life. Problema yon. Kaya, alagaan ang inyong sarili at kung ikaw naman ay lalaki, alagaan mo yung mister mo ng mainam. And how can you prevent that? Mga regular consultation, yan, mga ganun yan. O sapagkat nurse ka, may knowledge ka, kahit pa paano you can now contribute to the prevention of such thing to happen. Okay. Now, sabi nga natin, not severe, but then, there are severe cases, although in terms of percentage, it's so small. 1 in every 400 needs to be hospitalized. Okay. And then, let's go to the complication. Okay, so the complication, serious, includes dehydration, pneumonia, okay, problems in bleeding. Ibig sabihin, the virus can also, affect your blood factor mechanism, di ba? Halimbawa, yung mga prothrombin factor mo, yung prefibrinogen factor mo, yung Christmas factor, etc., okay, may be affected. So your clotting problems will be affected. Therefore, it may result into bleeding. Okay. Ano pa? Complication may also result into meningitis or encephalitis, infecting the brain. Okay. And then bacterial infection of the skin or soft tissue. Okay. Yung mga abscess formation, etc., etc. And it may also develop bacteremia or septicemia. Why? Because this viremia has already succeeded in infecting your bloodstream in such a way that the volume or number of the virus in the blood vessel becomes so great that it resulted into potentially fatal complication. Nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng shock. Your BP goes down, your vital signs become erratic, and eventually leads to death. Okay? Bone infection, because some of this, this virus has also a chance to visit your ligaments, okay, your joints, okay, and in areas in between your bones, causing bone infection, joint infection, okay. Now, in terms of sensory, okay, some of your chickenpox virus have the ability to what? Mag-standby sa nerve ganglion. Doon sa nerves nyo, nag-standby yan. Okay? Now, pag nag-standby doon, wala ka na, galing ka na. That is what you think. But some of this, okay, initially as a chickenpox virus, okay, may eventually recur in your adult or adolescent year. This time not as chickenpox, but a herpes zoster or shingles. Now, yung herpes zoster or shingles, kung tawagin ng nanay natin at lola natin yan, kulebra. Kulebra. Okay? So, yung chickenpox, siyempre, ay ano yan? Ha? Ano yung chickenpox? Bulutong tubig. Pag herpes zoster or shingles, yan ay kulebra. Now, again, I'm very happy. Very rare na ako makakita ng shingles noon eh. Ang shingles, dalawa lang tawag dyan. It's either, now this, sabi nga natin, tinan mo dito, chickenpox, nagkaroon ka ng herpes zoster. Herpes zoster. Kung tawagin natin yan, ay nung malita ko, ang tawag namin dyan, kulebra. And or mamaso. So you can just see the differences in the appearance physically of the lesion. O nakakita na tayo ng mga chickenpox lesion, right? Yung itsura naman ng herpes zoster or shingles, we will study them later, okay, ay maliliit na butlig-butlig. Tapos dikit-dikit sila. Usually, ang unang affected niyan, extremities. And that, they run along the nerves. And that, usually, they encircle, okay, the area they affect. Halimbawa, dito ka tinubuan sa kamay mo, sa braso mo, ng herpes zoster or shingles, which originated from a chickenpox. Pag tinubuan ka dito sa braso, iikot yan, papaligiran niya yung braso mo. Ganon. And in as much as they run along the nerves, ang sakit kaya noon. As in masakit. Okay? Naalala ko tuloy yung matanda sa amin ang manggagamot. Pag nagkakaroon ng mga kapitbahay, mga kalaro namin, shingles o kaya mamaso, yung ginagamot niya yung bunga, hinganga. Mga pula-pula yung mga bibig na mga lola. Yun lang ginagamot niya. Tapos may laway siya. Pinapahid niya lang ng ganun eh. Oh. Araw-araw, ilang araw gumagaling. Kung gumaling o hindi, I do not know. But ang alam ko, these diseases are self-limiting. Kasi alam mo yung self-limiting sa infectious diseases. Pagkatapos ng prodromal period, incubation period, okay, pag-appearance ng signs and symptoms, there will be a recession of the symptoms. Ibig sabihin, bababa ang sintomas, mawawala ang sintomas, mawawala ang mga medical complaint mo, kusa siyang mawawala. Yan ang mga karamihang nature ng marami, ang sabi ko, karaniwan ng viral infection. Of course, hindi natin pinag-uusapan dito yung mga AIDS, hepatitis B. We are not talking about that kasi yun yung mga matitinding virus na causing hepatitis and or other diseases such as your viral diseases such as your AIDS, okay? Sabi dito, now, the infection of this one is, if you are, yun nga sabi natin, immune disorder, mayroon siyang immune depression, immunocompromised yung pasyente, it becomes increased in terms of risk. And also, when you are old or aged. So, how to prevent? Okay? The best way to prevent chickenpox is, of course, to get vaccinated. Okay? Now, this is proven. Why? Because 98% it is effective. Yun nga yung nabigyan ng MMRV, no? Magkakasama na yan. Mga rubella vaccines, okay? Measles vaccine at 12 to 15 months and or 4 to 6 years old. Okay? Meaning to say, hindi na natin binibigay often than not. Yung mga under 6 clinic lang, bibigay natin under 5 or under 6 lamang natin binibigay, simply because we presume and assume na yung bata pag nandoon na sa school age, exposed na yan. So, pag exposed na yung pasyente, often than not, parang wala nang bakit mo pa babakunahan? Eh, binakunahan na yan kasi na-expose na. Because they have already inhaled it, among other things. Okay? Now, however, sabi nga natin dito, 12 to 15 months. In children, adolescent and adults, there must be 2 doses. That is, initial dose and then to include that the second and last dose acting out as the booster dose, yung inyong second dose. Now, with this vaccine, it is still possible to contract the disease, but it will be much more mild with fewer blisters and a mild or no fever. What do we want to prove here? We are saying medicine, nursing is not a perfect science. We are saying that even though the literature says the incubation period is 2 to 21 days, some others, okay, will have an incubation period of longer. Some books it says 30. Some says it is 45 days. Okay, so vaccine is required for attendance in daycare and schools. Why? Because of being with other people that may be in school. Halimbawa, yung kaklase, yung mga teacher sa daycare center, okay? So a lot of children are there attending classes, etc. That may pose a danger or risk of contracting chickenpox, okay? Now, however, if you have never had any chickenpox vaccine in the past, vaccinated or not, you should stay away from any infected people as a matter of prevention, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa yung kaklase mo ay nagkaroon ng bulutong tubig, hindi ka matatakot sapagkat ikaw ay bakunado, that is not the case. To be safe and safer, you should at least stay away from those people that are infected. Okay? So, dito sabi pa, some newborn babies, any immune deficient child, any susceptible person over 14 years of age who have not been previously vaccinated may need a short shot of this vaccine. That is your varicella zoster immunoglobulin for purposes of prevention, okay, after exposure to chickenpox. Okay, so the treatment is acetaminophen. Okay, that is control and relief of fever. Take note, aspirin should not be given. Okay, because it may cause the Reye's syndrome. R-E-Y-E'(S), the Reye's syndrome. Take note, Reye's syndrome is a board item. Lagi yan lumalabas. Now, isa pang technique sa board exam, you try to correlate. Okay, correlate. Halimbawa, narinig mo yung aspirin. Ano i-correlate mo sa aspirin? Number 1, bleeding tendencies. Ibig sabihin, mas lalo ka magdudugo kasi sinisira niya yung clotting mechanism. So, huwag ka inom ng aspirin. 1, clotting mechanism or bleeding. Number 2, it produces heartburn or stomach ache. Okay? Yan yung ginagawa ng aspirin. And number 3, it also produces your Reye's syndrome. Okay? Pag sinabi mong Reye's syndrome, i-associate mo yan. Pag may Reye's syndrome, there is edema, cerebral edema, at magkakaroon din ng edema, flooding of liquid in your liver. Okay? Now, take note, in children, I have seen a lot of cases who have had Reye's syndrome secondary to aspirin. The very reason, if you go to the hospital, o again, sariling anak mo na, bigyan ng aspirin kasi may lagnat, kasi masakit ang ipin, kasi masakit ang etc. Kaya kita mo, ang mga binibigay na natin ay Tempra Forte, o kaya ay acetaminophen, o kaya ay Biogesic, di ba ganon? Yun na ang binibigay natin. Tinatanong ko nga sa doktor Dok, ano ba kayo baga ng pareho lang naman Biogesic or Tempra? Alam mo, sabi niya, Hindi ko mo yan ay pain reliever o kaya ay antipyretic. Iba-iba action yan, depende rin sa tao. Ngayon sa amin, sabi ng doktor, pag sinabi namin na tempra, it's more on temperature regulation. Ngayon pag sinabi namin biogesic or acetaminophen, it's more on, tawag dito, pain relief or analgesic. More ang effect niya sa analgesic. Can you now follow? Pero by literature, parang isip natin, tempra at saka biogesic, pareho lang yan. Meron palang difference. Ayun yung sinabi ng doktor sa akin. Okay? And then by practice at saka bilang magulang na rin, nakita ko, abay talagang tama nga. Parang gano'n na nga. Pag nilalagnat, talaga mataas ang lagnat, I want to control the fever, I would prefer the tempra. But if that the pain is more, then I can regulate the temperature, I would prefer the analgesic, biogesic. Okay? Now, next is your calamine lotion. Kasi yan, makating-makati yan. Very irritating kasi skin, alam naman natin pagka skin. Pag sinabi natin skin, there you can locate there your nerve endings. Nerve endings. Kaya pag kumati, yan ang makati. Ang sarap kamutin. Sino rito ang kumati na? Taas ang kamay. Pentinyo, kumati ka na ba? Miss Pentinyo. Ay, sumagot. Miss Pentinyo. Okay. So, para maiwasan nating magkamot pag kumati. Kasi pag magkamot at kumati, mauuka. Okay? Mai-infect yung sugat. Pag na-infect, lalong problema. Magkaroon ka ng tissue infection. Magkaroon ka na ngayon ng tissue abscess. Magkaroon ka ngayon ng scab. Okay? Ang daming pwedeng mangyari. Lalo na ang pasyente mo ay bata. Ang hirap niyan. Kaya sa amin, ang ginagawa namin dyan, pagka yung bata ganun, para hindi siya magkamot, yung kanyang kamay, nilalagyan namin ng karton. Tapos tinatalian namin ng tape or micropore para yung bata, kasi ang bata malitutulis ang kuko niya, nisan mabilis umaba. Kaya sinusuotan namin ng Miten, yung gloves ng bata. Ganun yun. Okay? And then, use of your antihistamines. Repeat, calamine lotion, baka naman painom nyo ha. Merong ganun na naalala ko tuloy yung isa kong estudyante. Alam mo yun, merong suppository kasi nga hindi matay yung Flagyl suppository. Ngayon, RLE follow-up ako sa surgery medicine. Ngayon, siyempre, mamimerienda kami. Ang sabi ko, okay, hati-hati tayo ng merienda, one at a time, 3 kami, 3 kayo, 2 kayo, sunod-sunod ng pagmimerienda. Isa lang ang batas ng RLE clinical ko ha. No drug has to be given in my absence. Maski pa iutos sa inyo ng staff, hindi pwede. Sabihin nyo, sabi ko. Sabi ni Sir, hindi po kami magbibigay ng gamot pag wala siya. Okay. Take note sa student level ha. Baka kayo'y sumabit, baka bigay kayo ng bigay, feeling kayong masyado kayong pang cum laude. Painom nyo sa pasyente. Namatay yung pasyente, wala yung CI, nagme-merienda. Hindi naman kayo sasagutin ng staff. Hindi niya kayo pagtatanggol, ipapakulong niya kayo. Yan yung follow. Kaya medyo ingat-ingat sa mga ganyan. Lagi niyo iisipin yung safety niyo. Now, going back to the story. Flagyl suppository, kanang ganon. Therefore, ang pasyente ng pasyente mo, flagyl, isa po pwedeng meron siyang suppository, sa likod kasi may vaginal tayo flagyl vaginal sa pekpek mo ipapasok. Yung isa meron din tayong flagyl na sa puwet ipapasok. So depende. Flagyl suppository. Pero kasi tingnan mo yung pasyente. Ano ba pasyente? Amoebic dysentery. So sa puwet yun. Okay. Capsule lang medyo malaki-laki ang mga ganyan putya, pagdating ko, yung capsule lang para doon sa wepot, abay, pinainom sa pasyente, anak ko, galit na galit ako Sabi ko, buti anak, kung ano nangyari sa pasyente, todas ka, todas din ako. Muntalong lang naman akong ginawa, nagmerienda lang ako. Sinabi ko naman kung anong gagawin mo. malikot ka sa aparato. Can you see? Now, these are small problems. Okay? Small but. Baka ikaw ay nag-uumpisa lang wala ka ng lisensya. Klaro? Yan, tandaan niyo yan ha. May mga antihistamines mo, alam mo yan, mga Benadryl, mga ganun-ganun yan. Marami yan Okay? Next treatment is your acyclovir. Okay, itong acyclovir, very common yun na antiviral. Makikita nyo yun sa San Lazaro, makikita nyo rin yung gamot na yan sa board exam. Tanda. Yung sinasabi ko pa sa inyo last time, pag meron ako nabanggit na gamot, okay, isulat ninyo. Kasi you cannot do away with pharmacology sa board exam. Now, to tell you, iba na ang landscape ng NCLEX pag mag-Amerika kayo. Ha? Yung mga ganyang gamot, binibigay na dun para layan uptake. Paano kung dito pa lang ngayon, di mo na inaaral, mahirapan ka sa pagre-review mo noon. When you take the board exam, kasi nga lagi ko sa inyo sinasabi, kayo as students now, there is no way but up. No way but up. Someday, kayo na yung papalit sa lugar namin. Someday, kayo na yung chief nurse. Someday, kayo na yung supervisor. Someday, nasa Amerika na kayo. Usayan nyo. Ngayon pa lang, umpisaan nyo na. Huwag kayo magsisi. Maraming dapat gawin. Maraming dapat intindihin para matupad ang inyong mga pangarap. Tapos, pag natupad ang pangarap nyo, nakarating na kayo sa Amerika, huwag nyong kalimutan si Tito Ted Fernandez. Padalan nyo ako ng sokolate. Okay, Kayla? Kayla?
Okay po. Anong brand po?
KitKat. Hindi, joke lang yan. Bawal ako sa matamis Matanda na ako Bawal na sa matamis-tamis. Ang dami ng bawal. Okay? Next. So, used to treat the symptoms of chickenpox, yung acyclovir. Okay? Antiviral, pero actually, may repeat this again. This is not intended for total treatment or cure. Okay? Ito, yun lamang alam mo yun, yung prevent complication o kaya yung bang prevent rapid multiplication of the disease but not totally cure. Decrease symptoms, yung mga ganyan, mga antiviral medications. No? Okay. Symptoms of chickenpox like shingles, herpes virus into the genitals, herpes simplex shingles. Okay. Iba naman yung herpes virus of the genitals. Iba yon. Okay. Ibig sabihin, makakakita ka rin ng shingles like parang buluting tubig pero mas maliliit. Dikit-dikit para lamang siyang what they call this, bungang araw. Yan yung herpes virus infection of the genitals. Again, mga nurse naman kayo, mga adult tayo pare-pareho, walang mali siya. Okay. Siyempre, health teachings. Mag-ingat din kayo, mag-ingat. Okay, mga herpes simplex, ito yung herpes zoster ito sa genital. Halimbawa lang, meron ka halimbawang jowa ng ganun, tapos sinilip mo yung kanyang singit, meron dikit-dikit doon na parang bungang araw na pulang-pula na galit na parang mamasa-masa. Palit ka na ng boyfriend o palit ka na ng girlfriend, delikado ka. Kasi pag nahawa ka ng mga herpes simplex, it is there for life. There is no treatment. Magsisisi ka lang. Kaya nga, sabi ko sa inyo, again, mga adult tayo, walang mali siya. Napakaswerte nating nurse. Bakit? Dami nating alam Di ba? O yung palang mga red flag na yun Red flag na yun ko na sa iyo. Bakit? Baka hawaan mo ako. Pagsisiyang ko lang sa habang buhay. Okay? Okay, symptoms of chickenpox, shingles, and herpes. The skin, the brain, and mucous membranes to include the lips and the mouth. Makita mo dito, may sore dito sa kanto ng bibig niya, sa labi niya, meron yan. May mga kala mo, sugat ng nakagat. O kaya singaw lamang, yung pala herpes na. Iwas-iwas na kagad. Okay, next. Just a matter of comparison. Monkeypox, chickenpox, and smallpox in comparison. Bakit naman sir nakasama ang monkeypox? Yung monkeypox actually yan ay ano ang tawag dito? Re-emerging disease kasi makikita nyo dyan sa literature o maski sa board exam, yung word na emerging at saka re-emerging diseases. Meaning to say, itong monkeypox na ito, matagal na to. Bumalik at nakita sa ating generation ngayon. Matagal nang may monkeypox, 1980 pa lang may monkeypox na eh. Ano ba ngayon? 2024, bumalik siya. Okay, so monkeypox. Diba meron tayong na-detect na monkeypox somewhere here? Ilan na? 2 kaso natin ng monkeypox. Hinabol ng DOH kasi pag di mo hinabol yun, kakalat yun eh. Eh ano ngayon ang danger? Alam mo itong disease and productivity, economy, magkakabit ito. Bakit siya magkakabit? Ang sabi, it is the responsibility of the country to make sure that its citizenry is healthy because a healthy citizenry produces a very good economy because they are a part of the production force. Kumbaga, paano makakatrabaho ng maayos at kikita yung citizenry kung sila mismo ay may sakitin, may sakit ng monkeypox, meron silang AIDS o meron silang TB, hindi ganon. Kailangan it must be a well-rounded, okay, economy versus production. Okay. Now, sa monkeypox virus, okay, ang pangalan ng kanyang family, orthopox virus family. Take note again, kasi baka magtaka kayo. Magkakamag-anak yan, ha? Varicella, monkeypox virus, and then you have your variola. Now, for purposes of memory and mnemonics, varicella is the scientific or other name or synonym. Chicken pox, chicken, one word, pox, two word. Chicken, one word, pox, two word. Varicella, 2L, or varicella, 2L, i-associate mo yan sa 2 word of chicken pox. Okay? That's one clue, ha? Kasi sa board exam, di mo makikita ang chicken pox. Ito magagamitin nila. Varicella. Klaro. So, yan. Double L, double word chicken pox. Whereas, pag smallpox, consider this as one word smallpox. Okay? One word smallpox. Synonym variola, 1L, one word synonym smallpox and variola. Okay? Okay. Coming from orthopox virus family. Take note again. Your smallpox is, okay, pareho ng family, orthopox din, no? Can you follow? And for your information, the smallpox, as we are saying, is totally eradicated. Okay. In the year 1982 pa, in the Western countries. In the Western countries. Yan. Itong atin na ito, itong smallpox na to, nagkakaroon pa tayo kahit na wala na sa worldwide. Pero, thanks God, yung ating smallpox seems to be eradicated in the year 2000. Okay? Let's go to the fever. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating fever, 1 to 5 sa monkeypox, 1 to 2 sa chickenpox, and then sa smallpox ay 2 to 4 days before the rash. 2 to 4 days before the rash. Okay? Pero sa incubation period, mas maiksi ata itong sa smallpox. Okay? Now, characterize, no, the rash appearance, no? Starts on the face, then spreads to the other parts of the body, to include the palms and the soles. The palms and the soles. Take note. So, ano ang distribution niya? Centrifugal distribution ang monkeypox. Number 2, the palms and magkakaroon ng rashes. Whereas, pag chickenpox, di ba, wala sa palms and soles. Ha? Okay, wala sa palms and soles. Tingnan mo ulit, yung smallpox, wala rin sa palms and soles of the feet. Meron sila arms and legs. Ito naman sa chickenpox, okay, face, back and face, and then spreading into the entire body. That is one clinical assessment that, or wherein you can differentiate the infection of your monkeypox, your chickenpox, and your smallpox. Okay. So, thank you so much. Ano ba yan? Thank you so much. Dahil in my timepiece, it is 10 to 12, more or less. Hindi ko na itutuloy yung susunod na topic kasi mabibitin tayo. So, ibig sabihin, dali lang ang ano. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, Kyla, kung Monday free kayo, Monday free. Yes or no? Kasi Monday, ano natin, prelim na, ganun ba yun? Monday is 20. Ano na ba ngayon? Di ba 14? Kyla, sagot kayo. Sagot sa ako.
Opo.
So, ibig sabihin, ang mamimit ko na kayo, prelim na, ganun ba yun?
Yes
So,
po.
ang option natin ay number 1. Yung mga natitira na binigay ko sa inyo, you just read them. But I promise you, we will still discuss them. I cannot afford na hindi ko yun sa inyo i-discuss. Okay? Ang second option natin, kung ang exam natin ay, what is this? 10 to 12, ganun ba yun? O 9 to 11? Kaya answer
Sabi
din.
niyo po 9 to 11.
9 to 11. Okay. So, yung 8 to 9, pwede pa tayo mag-lecture doon, di ba? Ratchet. Tapos i-add natin, basahin nyo naman. Huwag nyo na lang hayaang nakalaylay lang doon yung material, PowerPoint na binigay ko sa inyo. Sayang naman, di ba? Sayang naman yung effort ko, tapos magiging dekorasyon lang dyan sa cellphone nyo. Basta-basahin nyo rin. Okay, may I repeat that. 8 to 9, mag-usap muna, magkwentuhan tayo. And then 10 to 12, pwede naman tayong mag-exam na. Maski na siguro mga 9:30 to 11, mga ganun ba? Okay lang basahin niyo yung Kyla? Kyla, sagot ka na para alam ko.
Sige po.
O sige, so please communicate it with the other people na medyo tulog na. Kasi much as I like to be with you as much as I can, physically nga. Alam mo yun? Napagod na ako. Sige. I think that is all for today.
Here's a result from the web.
Okay, sino ba ito? Dalawa lang ang lalaki nyo, no? Sino ba